Rises for the win from 29 from the right hash. Koo's kick is good. Here is Durant for the win. James for the win. It's gone. LeBron James at the buzzer.
Gentlemen, we are back with another episode of For the Win podcast.
For the win, what up, folks?
Yes, sir. We got my boy Antoine, myself, Corey, and a returning guest, Charles Dansby.
Thank you very much. Thank you
And
for
as
having me.
This guy.
As you can
Thank
see,
everybody but Antoine.
Bless his heart with this shirt he got on.
as you can see, he has on the Cowboy shirt, so you already know what time of year it is. Football. Yes, sir. So today's episode, we about to get into some of these divisions, man, and see what y'all think. You know, see who you think will win the division, all that good type of stuff, man. So let's start off with the NFC North, man. We got Chicago, Minnesota, Detroit, and Green Bay. Tell me what you guys think, man. Let's start with Charles.
And I think it's Green Bay's division to lose. Like, we all know it's Green Bay, right? They still got Aaron Rodgers. They got Matt LaFleur. So they got some consistency going on there. Now, he has lost Devontae Adams, but it's still Aaron Rodgers. He's one of the better quarterbacks in the league. He's not the best, because clearly we the best. Like, we have the best quarterback in the league. That's another conversation for another day. We're gonna get in there right now. I'm not gonna
What's
deal
up with
with
this
that.
man? What's up with this man, dog?
We know Justin Fields is going to do what Justin Fields do. I think Chicago has a good chance. Justin Fields is more comfortable. They do have a new head coach, but that's okay. Justin Fields, his arm should be developed. I think Detroit might be the third best team in that division. I just have no faith in the Vikings. I think Detroit will be very much better than they were last year. They went through a lot of injuries last year. So, but it's definitely Green Bay's division to lose.
Okay. Antoine, what you got, man?
I regret to inform you guys, but I actually agree with Charles Dansby.
Okay.
I definitely think it's Green. We starting off good, bro.
Starting off good.
Hey, I agree, man. I think it's Green Bay's division to lose as well, man. I really want to see this jump from Justin Fields, man. I think we're gonna see it this year, and I'm super excited for it. I like to see the brother play, man. I like to see all my young brothers succeed and do well in the league, man. I think Justin Fields is gonna have a breakout year this year, which I'm super excited for. Lions are gonna be the Lions, man. I want the Lions to stop. Like, I really want them to. Like, I just want them to stop being the butt of everybody's NFL jokes. But Lions will be the Lions, man. Kirk Cousins is gonna be Kirk Cousins, man. Like, I just think it's the Packers and Bears division, bro. I think we know the Vikings and Lions we're gonna get what we get, bro, every year. But the Packers and the Bears, bro, I think it's gonna be like Packers 12-5, Bears 10-7. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna say it.
So you guys are way higher on Detroit than I am.
Higher?
Well, Charles is.
I am.
Charles is really
They're
high
gonna be a
on
better
Detroit.
team.
I have the Vikings better over the Detroit Lions, but I do ultimately have the Packers winning the division. Like you said, it's A.A. Ron, man. I mean, that's the best quarterback in that division. So, if you want to just go solely based off of that, you can't lose when you have that type of theory behind you. But Detroit Lions, I mean, they traded away, the Rams traded away Jared Goff for a reason. And they sent him to Detroit for a reason, for Matthew Stafford for a reason. So we can't, just bypass that. And, even with Justin Fields with the Chicago Bears, I'm still not sold on Fields. I still have a lot of questions that still need to be answered. He's going into his second year. So we'll see how things work out in the second year in the system. But he doesn't have all the assets around him to help him to the next level just yet. So he will do a lot of things on his own to try to, push that team into the right direction. And then, with Minnesota, yes, Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins, and there's a lot of questions going on with that quarterback situation. But ultimately, we're still talking about Justin Jefferson, who was one of the top receivers in the league. Adam Thielen, who's one of, probably a top 10, top 15 wide receiver in the league, and Dalvin Cook. I mean, they have the pieces around them. We just waiting on them to take that next step forward to make the playoffs and go deep into the playoffs. But they have the pieces. It's just all on Kirk Cousins. So, we'll see. I know for me, one of the marquee matchups that I am looking forward to seeing this season is Week 15, a Monday night football game. The Los Angeles Rams at the Packers late in the season. That is a potential NFC Championship game. I can't wait to see it. I think that'll be a huge game just for seeding purposes in the NFC. So we'll see what happens. But I think we've all come to a consensus that, like you said, this is Green Bay's division to lose. They should be the clear-cut favorite to win this division. So you can bet your bottom dollar if you guys are betting fans out there.
Right.
You should be comfortable on betting on the Green Bay Packers. All right. So any other things that we have with this division?
Shoot, I'm good. It's not. Yeah, I mean it's.
that was a pretty clear cut one. So now that we hit the NFC North, let's transfer over to the AFC North. We have the Cleveland Browns, the Baltimore Ravens, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Cincinnati Bengals.
My favorite division, man. Second favorite.
Yeah, so we can start with Antoine with this one.
Woo! All right. Lamar Jackson's second MVP year is about to happen. It's about to happen, man. I love Lamar Jackson, man. I love what they got going on out there. But no, man, it's we all want to talk about the Browns, bro. What are the Browns about to look like? That's the question, bro. That's the question into the year. Like, what are the Browns about to look like? I saw a little bit of that first preseason game with Deshaun Watson. Looks like he hasn't played football in a year. All right, it is what it is. But I mean, that's just a small sample size. You can't go off the preseason too much. But yeah, that situation is still looming. We don't know what the NFL is gonna, what the real suspension is gonna be from the NFL yet. They haven't said it yet, right?
So his suspension I think was 6 games.
I thought that was like a suggestion from.
Okay, it might have been a suggestion. Yes.
Yeah.
They're appealing. No, it's supposed to be 6 games, but they're appealing.
Okay. So yeah, so we're still waiting on that verdict to come to see what's gonna happen with that, man. It's just an up in the air year with the Browns, bro. I think this is just a transition year for them to their future with Deshaun Watson next year. You know what I'm saying? Like, this year is kind of like a formality. Like, let's get out the way. Let's win, I don't know, 6 or 7 games, bro, and just keep it pushing until next year. And that's kind of how I see the Browns this year, so I don't really expect too much out of them. Steelers, who we got, Kenny Pickett or Trubisky? Like, Trubisky got the money, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be the
hometown kid, too.
The hometown kid, you know what I'm saying? The hometown kid. So that's going to be an interesting quarterback battle. I mean, Trubisky's going to start, of course, but what's going to happen with that? How they going to finish the year? What's Mike Tomlin going to do? Like, I still, out of NFL coaches, I still have the most faith in Mike Tomlin out of like almost any other guy except like, I don't know, Bill Belichick or somebody. Like, I really hold Mike Tomlin to that standard because he has produced so greatly in the past, I don't know, 15, 16 years he's been there. So, yeah, I just really want to see the product that the Steelers are going to put on the field and how they're going to work on this new, after Ben Roethlisberger era. You know what I'm saying? I'm really looking forward to that. So, yeah, man, Ravens, man. I love my dude Lamar, man. I think, Lamar, Mark Andrews, man, my type 1 diabetic brother Mark Andrews. Hey, I love those guys, man. I got the Ravens winning the division. What wasn't laughing at? I got the Ravens winning the division. I got them going 13-4, man. Hey, let's go. 13-4, number 2 seed in the AFC. Whatever, bro. I got the Ravens up there, man. Bengals, man. I to this day, man, I just think the Bengals Super Bowl run was, I don't want to say a fluke, bro. I just think it was just too soon. Man. Jamar Chase, man, I love that dude, bro. It's like they got the pieces, man. I just think it was too soon. I think next year we're going to see after the Ravens. But I think it's the Ravens divisionally to lose. Then the Bengals then I got the Browns and the Steelers on the bottom, man. So that's what I got.
Okay. Charles?
Wow. He had the Steelers on the bottom.
Okay. I got the Browns on the bottom,
Mike
but
Tomlin.
I love Mike Tomlin. I got the
Okay.
but still, bro, the Bengals with the Super Bowl, bro, and the Ravens got Lamar Jackson, bro. It's just a good division.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
this is one of the better divisions. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I definitely got, but I had the Steelers winning the division.
Oh.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Did you guys see what the Steelers did with a washed Ben Roethlisberger? He was washed. He was terrible. So we don't really know what Mitchell Trubisky could give us, right? He's never really had coaching, right? So Mitchell Trubisky is not terrible. He's way better than Big Ben last year. Way.
I agree.
And he's more mobile as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
Way
very
more,
much so.
Right. And that's what they wanted in Pittsburgh. So I trust Mike Tomlin over any coach in that division. Right. So I'm going Steelers, Bengals, Ravens, Cleveland. And if Deshaun wasn't suspended, I would go Cleveland above the Ravens. I just would. I think Lamar Jackson is one of the greatest quarterbacks in the league today. Right. But I just don't think you can sustain what he's doing. Right. Last year we finally seen what happens. It's going to catch up to you.
Yeah, you got injured.
Running for over 1,000 yards. That's going to catch up to you eventually. Right. So now teams are game planning. Look, you're going to have to show me you could throw the ball, and then you lose Hollywood. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't know what you're going to look like. But I trust Mike Tomlin and his coaching ability to not have a repeat year. I don't think Trubisky is terrible. I think he's just an average quarterback. And we've seen Mike Tomlin win with average quarterbacks, right? The defense is going to be a lot better than it was last year. So I'm rolling with Mike Tomlin. I don't think that Bengals was a fluke. I have no idea. What is this? We were doing so good. I don't think the Bengals was a fluke. I think they're a legitimate team. Right? They're a legitimate team that really showed what they could do with a good quarterback. We already know who the best quarterback is, but with a really good quarterback. Right? So I'm going Steelers, Bengals, Ravens, and if Deshaun was playing all the games, you know what? No, never mind. If Deshaun was playing all the games, though,
go out on the lead. If you,
Hey man,
if you
hey,
bad,
man.
I can't because Deshaun's not playing. Like you said, that preseason, I mean, this man was missing 10-yard slants.
Yeah,
10-yard slants. It was terrible.
Yeah.
He looks really bad. And to miss 6 games, possibly, I don't think he's going to get a whole season, but I do think it'll be at least 10 games. So if he misses 10 games, and then he lose that too, even though he got a lot of money, they're going to fine him at least about $5 to $10 million. That's going to hurt him. I just don't. Next year, he'll be back, but yeah, I don't. It definitely won't be the Ravens. They won't be the best team in this division.
okay. So we got
that.
one. We got one for the Ravens,
Uh-huh.
and we got one for Pittsburgh. So I think this was one of the greater divisions because I have Cincinnati
Ooh, okay.
coming out of this division.
Okay.
And the reason I say that, obviously Cleveland with the suspension, I think this division would be a lot different if Deshaun Watson wasn't being suspended. So obviously we take that into effect. As far as Pittsburgh, I love Mike Tomlin too, but at the end of the day, it still comes down to the players on the field. And I think I'm not a believer of Mitchell Trubisky at all. And then if they were to switch quarterbacks and throw in Kenny Pickett, in the middle of the season, I mean, we got a deer in headlights rookie situation. So you just never know. Now, as far as Baltimore, I love Lamar Jackson too. But at the end of the day, in football in 2022 and 2023, this is a passing league. And at the end of the day, when the rubber meets the road, I need me a quarterback that can go out there and make a throw. And I don't think we've seen Lamar do that enough to the point where, okay, give the ball to Lamar, let them stack 8 people in the box, 9 people in the box. Okay, and he gonna pick apart the defense. That's what I haven't got that type of answer yet, and that's where I made my decision, because I was kind of neck and neck with Cincinnati and Baltimore also, and that kind of leads me to my my game preview of the year. Is a Week 18 matchup, last game of the season, Ravens at Bengals. I think that'll be for the division. And I think the Bengals will edge out in that. I think Joe Burrow will make more plays than Lamar Jackson with his arm. I mean, yeah, you can run around and do all this, and you know, I get Baltimore's offense is geared more towards the rush, but at the end of the day, man, you got to be able to throw the ball, and we saw that in the Super Bowl when Matthew Stafford could just go down the field and win that Super Bowl. We saw it with Tom Brady and so many, you know, in the past. It comes down to throwing the ball, and that's why Cincinnati edged it out for me in this division. So, like I said, we got one for Baltimore, one for Pittsburgh, and one for Cincinnati. And hey, we'll see what happens with this division. Like I said, the AFC North. Yeah, there it is, man.
Thank you for joining us on the For the Win vodcast.
Make sure you follow us on IG at For the Win Vodcast, on YouTube at For the Win, on Apple Music, on Spotify. We are everywhere.
For the win. And we out.
Peace.
Yes, sir.